Faithfully delivering value, exploring global literary treasures. Hi, this is Sally's Book Club. Today, we're exploring the book, The Story of the Human Body, subtitled Evolution, Health, and Disease. You've probably experienced the agony of wisdom teeth eruption, but have you ever wondered why this process is so painful? Or why we tend to choke when talking while drinking? These seemingly trivial questions actually reveal profound truths about human evolution. This book provides answers to these fascinating questions. Author Daniel Lieberman is a renowned American evolutionary biologist and professor of human evolutionary biology at Harvard University. While addressing human evolution over millions of years, he focuses particularly on evolutionary mismatch diseases caused by environmental changes outpacing biological adaptation. The book analyzes root causes of these diseases through evolutionary lens and proposes novel prevention approaches. The AIA, its unique perspective, earned widespread acclaim, including Amazon's best science book. Professor Liu Bai from Tsinghua University praised it as essential evolutionary literature, following Guns, Germs, and Steel and Sapiens. Now, let's explore the book through three key questions. First, how did human anatomy evolve to its current form? Second, what evolutionary diseases? Third, how can humanity maintain health by aligning with evolutionary principles? Let's begin with the first question. How did our ancestors evolve from apes to modern humans? Despite sharing ancestry with apes, significant differences exist between modern humans and both current apes and ancient hominins. They possessed dark skin, abundant body hair, and exceptional climbing abilities. Their brains were smaller, with limited linguistic capacity. No wonder, when Darwin first proposed evolution 2 centuries ago, most people disbelieved humans evolved from apes. And the ape to human transition involved 5 major anatomical transformations. Environmental changes served as the primary driver of these evolutionary adaptations. From 6 million years ago until the late Paleolithic era, around 10,000 BCE, human physiology gradually approached modern form. Let's examine these 5 pivotal evolutionary stages in detail. First evolutionary leap. Structural adaptations triggered by bipedalism. Fossil evidence identifies Sahelanthropus chidensis and Ororhyntugensis as earliest bipedal hominins around 6 million years before present. Why develop bipedal locomotion when quadrupedalism seems more efficient? Wouldn't 4 limbs provide better mobility? Bipedalism emerged not by choice but through environmental necessity. Around 6 million BCE, Earth entered a minor ice age, causing forest reduction and food scarcity. Fruit-dependent hominids had to traverse between shrinking forest patches. Bipedal locomotion. Why specifically adapt for long-distance travel? Chimpanzees max out at 2 to 3 kilometers daily, while humans cover 8 to 12 kilometers, using equivalent energy with freed forelimbs for foraging. Though bipedalism initiated human evolution, its evolutionary advantage might seem questionable. Other species like T-Rex and kangaroos also exhibit bipedalism. Even dogs and rabbits occasionally stand bipedally. Human bipedalism differs through rhythmic stride mechanics without tail-based balance. Specialized anatomical features evolved to sustain upright posture. These include elongated legs, arched feet, reinforced knee and ankle joints, and stabilized hip structures. Unlike apes' reverse C-shaped spine, humans evolved an S-curved spine that reduces pressure and enhances walking stability. Despite bipedalism's efficiency, harsh environments still limited our ancestors' fruit-gathering capabilities. Chronic hunger forced them to explore new food sources. They turned to tough plant stems, leaves, and underground roots like potatoes and ginger. Coarse vegetation drove evolutionary development of stronger jaw muscles and teeth. This constitutes humanity's second major evolutionary leap. Facial structure expanded alongside chewing apparatus development. The mandible thickened to accommodate massive teeth and muscles. Modern concerns about facial size pale compared to our Australopithecus ancestors' maximal facial dimensions. So, Australopithecus faces reached evolutionary peak size with trapezoidal shape. Fire mastery through cooking revolutionized food preparation. Facial features gradually reduced over millennia post cooking innovation. Plant based diet dominated early human nutrition with minimal meat consumption. Forest fire discoveries revealed cooked meat's superior taste and energy density. This epiphany launched systematic hunting practices. Third evolutionary milestone announcement: enhanced endurance running capabilities and corresponding anatomical changes. Primitive hunting differed radically from modern techniques. Lacking horses or proper weapons like spears, hunters pursued prey with sticks through exhaustion based persistence hunting, an astonishing survival strategy. But the reality is, as previously mentioned, bipedal locomotion proves more energy efficient than quadrupedal movement. Thus, our ancestors developed persistence hunting through gradual evolutionary refinement of endurance running capabilities. To facilitate endurance running, human ankle, knee, and hip joints underwent specialized adaptations during this period. Additional adaptations included ubiquitous sweat glands, developed gluteal muscles, semicircular canals, and the nuchal ligament. Beginning with sweat glands, humans possess millions, distributed across the body for efficient thermal regulation. Sweat evaporation facilitates effective body cooling. This thermoregulatory advantage enabled ancestral persistence hunting and modern marathon capabilities exceeding most species. Even horses, renowned for running, primarily trot during endurance activities. Concurrently, humans evolved distinctive gluteal musculature. As the body's largest muscle group, the glutes remain relatively inactive during walking. But during running, these muscles transform into power generating engines. Semicircular canals and the nuchal ligament maintain stability during rapid locomotion. Located in the inner ear, semicircular canals govern balance, while the unique nuchal ligament stabilizes head position during running. This brings us to humanity's fourth major evolutionary leap: cerebral development. This phase saw dramatic brain expansion and cognitive enhancement. What catalyzed this cerebral acceleration? Surprisingly, dietary changes again proved pivotal, specifically through metabolic energy allocation. This foundational requirement is termed basal metabolism. Research shows the brain and gut dominate basal metabolic expenditure. Dietary evolution and cooking technology enabled intestinal shortening and functional simplification. This energy reallocation fueled cerebral evolution. By late Paleolithic period, human brain volume tripled from 400 cubic centimeters to 1,350 cubic centimeters. They're not largest biological analysis. Blue whale brains are 6 times heavier. Human brain to body mass ratio triples most species. The brain consumes enormous energy even at rest. Infant brains use 60% of total energy, adults 20 to 30%, far exceeding other organs. Evolutionary solution: substantial subcutaneous fat reserves. Human infants maintain 25% body fat, adults over 10%, vastly exceeding chimpanzee levels. Though often maligned, these fat stores crucially support childhood brain development. Increased cerebral capacity enhanced intelligence, but wasn't evolution's final word. Homo sapientologists coexisted with brainier relatives like Neanderthals and Denisovans. These intellectually comparable cousins ultimately succumbed to sapiens' dominance. Humanity's fifth evolutionary breakthrough: complex language emergence. Linguistic capacity enabled cultural cohesion and unprecedented cooperation. Anatomically, sapiens developed specialized vocal tract structures. Mammalian vocal tracts typically combine horizontal, oral, and vertical laryngeal chambers. Early hominins retained long horizontal or short vertical configuration, limiting vocal range. This primitive structure restricted communication to basic sounds. Modern human vocal tract configuration enables precise phoneme production. This evolutionary adaptation laid foundation for complex language development. Homo sapiens' vocal tract evolved with shortened horizontal channel and lengthened vertical channel, achieving perfect 1-to-1 ratio. This optimized structure enabled precise vowel articulation, foundation for human speech. All complex languages evolved from basic vowel combinations. Advanced language capacity fostered trust building, cultural development, and global dominance through cooperation. All right, let's recap our first major evolutionary phase. Human evolution developed bipedal adaptations, powerful mastication systems, thermoregulatory sweat glands, gluteal muscles, vestibular systems, and nuchal ligaments. Additionally, cerebral expansion and specialized vocal anatomy emerged. These five evolutionary milestones shaped modern human physiology.